that ended up picking up really fast. Oh, what the hell was I doing? What the hell was I doing? Where is it? Where's it? Yeah! Oh! Okay. Okie dokie pokey. Get up here, do the thing, get the thing so we can do the thing. Fine. Fine. Alright. Where's the other thingy? Okay. Yo! Ho! Hey! Ho! Hey! Ho! We're not talking about nightly leisurely activities. Oh. Well. I called you a Jose. Well, you can eat about 15 bags of shit. Yeah. There's glitches in the DLC too. Obviously with disappearing enemies after you defeat them, which makes absolutely no sense and did not occur until I got near probably the last mission of the main story of this piece of DLC, and I'm dying. And I don't know why my right hand is constantly glowing. We can make lots of jokes about that, but I guess we aren't. Although it is good that I ended up getting a set of armor that actually is a complete set, at least at this point. Well, see, this has me worried a bit because starting out everything was fine, you know, and then the sprint issue came into play, which I've yet to hear back from THQ Nordic about that. And
once you retrieve your reward, speak with me again when you have heard these foul. The sacrificial altar of regression is the final. From faith stems loyalty, and through loyalty, until we meet again.
Alright, so that's obviously going to take me... Oh, what? Whoa, wait a minute. That's all the way back in the other section of the world. I already know about that. Yeah, well, yeah. Well, I accidentally shot her in the ass with the arrow. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, because you know how some games are, where it's like, everything's fine, and then you start to see problems, and then the problems just kind of escalate from there, and you're like, what the hell's going on? So, I don't know. I'm hoping that that doesn't happen throughout the rest of the game, but I just noticed that in this particular piece of DLC. Everything's been fine with it all the way up until I got close to the final mission of the main story of the DLC, and then enemies started disappearing after I would defeat them, or they would just disappear right before I would defeat them. And I was like, it makes no freaking sense. So, I don't know.
Beckham, you're here. You cast the production wonderfully.
Actually, you did it.
Just a small... Though, I do have a final favor to ask. My narrator has failed to appear for her part. You must perform the final scene with me in her stead. Quickly, Read the end of the manuscript I gave you. The messenger simply imparts the ending of the story to the audience. Remember,
Okay.
the play is largely improvisational. Just speak with the knowledge you have. Farewell.
Farewell.
Send for the messenger.
Oh, wow.
Eager to learn the fate of our dear hero.
Read the... So I gotta pull the thing out to... Okay. Oh, that's not it. Yeah, well, well, that doesn't help me any. Yeah, like, I experienced a crash today, as a matter of fact, while I was in a battle, and that was after the fact of me finding out that there was enemies that were disappearing as I was fighting them. So, yeah. It hasn't done it since, but it did do it once.
What word do you bring? What of the hero and the stalwart Jotun?
I don't know, I didn't read it, I'm gonna make it up. There.
You what? We cannot all choose our roles. What has happened to the Jotun? I'm sure we can find you some clothes, messenger. Did he say anything else? Don't we all? That's it, everyone. Please.
Yeah. I got the original. I got the original on PS3, and also I believe I've also got a Steam as well, as a matter of fact. So
I will admit, Beckon, at first I was enraged. Thanks to your performance, they are convinced I have made a shift to writing. Regardless, you are the beckoned, and I have troubled you for your time. Take this ring as a token of my appreciation. Oh, well.
Well, yeah, you level up. Well, what was I gonna say? I don't need persuasion right now, and I can't get master until be at least level 16 before that can happen. But I think I'm close enough to that. I really want to deal with them with yeah, this 3 points. I'm pretty sure the one I got will work out fine for a while. I guess as long as it can handle whatever it needs to handle. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah, increases bleeding and poison effects. 55% shadow fire damage by 40%. Yeah. And then I'm going to go back to the barbed arrows with my bow and arrow. I have to go back to the smoke bomb too. Well, I know there's nothing else that's here. Anything that would... What was the... 5 damage... Yeah. Pizza... Oh, penis. 3 to critical, piercing 9 health, plus 5. That'll work. Yeah, that's true. But knowing how I am, I guess I'm just one of those people that aims to suck every bit of reliability that I can out of whatever it is that I'm using. Like my car, for example. That thing needs some paint on the hood and Probably needs a couple other things done to it. I just recently got a couple other things done to it that it needed. And one thing that I've heard that's needed it ever since I had moved over here, which is a serpentine build, I think it was. Every time I went and got my car checked, they always told me that. And I always forgot to do it and finally did it. And, because they said if that goes out, then a whole other list of problems could pop up. So I'm like, okay, forget it. I'm just going to go ahead and do it, get out of the way, since I had never replaced it, at least not to my knowledge. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, well, that was already over there. Lovely. I shouldn't have done that, but that's okay. Man, screw that quest. I don't even...
Please, do not disturb the
Oh, friggin'. I was doing a quest just recently because I was like, what the heck, I'll try it out. And it's supposed to be like some kind of freaking race through the sewers of this place. I'm like, I'm not doing that friggin' crap. I started to, and then all of a sudden it went right back to the beginning again with like the area I was supposed to run to, because apparently the timer ran out. I was like, the hell with it, forget it. Okay, you see this? I'm not dealing with the sprint issue anymore. That issue where he acted like he was laughing like a freaking fit, that's not happening anymore. So what? There's certain bugs and glitches that give way to other bugs and glitches? That's fucking dumb. I need to run over here to see if I'm gonna get any help with this over here with this glowing right hand that I have that apparently is a curse. Yeah, I know. Yeah, especially when it's like a friggin' RPG. I'm just like, dude, no. Yeah, I know. I don't get it. I mean, it might happen maybe once or twice or something if I run across something that seems like it would end up having a more of a rocky surface, but every single step I take just about, that's ridiculous. Nothing is available. Okay, so I don't have anything then. So why is my right hand constantly glowing then? Is it something that I'm wearing, I think? I mean, is it... Oh, the Twists of Fate all are just passives? I forgot about that. Because they're not showing up in the regular fates. Yeah, there's nothing negative. Blessing and Venom Edge, which will always stay on me. I'm never going to take that off. I'm always going to aim to poison stuff. Yeah, no negative effects. I don't really need to worry about the stats. Oh, look, the manual. Because everything is digital. Blah, 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 blah. I was wondering if there might be anything different in here. Because I hadn't gone through this anyways, so... Oh, hell with it.
In this time of jubilation, I have heard of your prowess. Perhaps you wish to join. It takes a bit of daring and some stupidity.
What else is new?
The bet is to see who I pay for each egg you've destroyed. As long as I keep counting them. That's excellent. The guards will enjoy. I can reward you for each egg you've destroyed. But the true winners will smash many eggs. They are scattered all over the teeth of Naros Beacon. If you see some, enjoy the like chaos.
Actually, this entire armor set that I got is based off the Patrix birds or whatever. Okay, now, yeah, it's really weird too, because when I'm going and seeing these things, a lot of people are still praising it for what it is. I don't know, it kind of makes me think that those people that are doing reviews of this, even though they probably have played it previously in the previous gen, were probably just going based off of nostalgia and not really looking too deep into how everything is working with the newer version, if you will. Because Why is the freaking screen shaking?
Guide your action.
Because, I mean, I feel like if I'm running into these problems, other people I would think at least playing on the same platform that I am would run into them too. Because, I mean, different platforms are going to have different occurrences. Run the sewer. How about I run my foot in your ass? I don't care. Now, wait a minute. And I'm not going to run around destroying friggin' eggs. Oh, it's like World of Warcraft. Let's just go destroy this many of things or collect this many of things and then frickin' go turn it in. No. So... it's over there. Okay. Locate the divine reward, and this is the closest that I can get. Oh, Lord. But, anyways. I probably would have, when you were talking about streaming, I probably would have actually ended up starting streaming it earlier, but I had to run to the Walmart to go pick up a few things. Didn't even manage to get everything either, man, because of the fact that they ended up rearranging a certain part of the store because they built on like an eyeglass place now, and now they've got like a little doctor's office or something there, I think, now. That's like that's like Rodney Carrington used to say. It's like, now to put a teddy bar in there now. It's like, you get in there, you get you some underwear and get your damn taxes done at the same time. But anyways, I was walking around and I actually ended up asking somebody that works there. I asked them, I said, hey, where's your disposable razors at? Oh, they're next to the such and such over on aisle such and whatever. And I'm like, okay. So I just walked a little farther down to go check it out. And come to find out, I couldn't find out where in the hell it was or she was talking about. And I just said, the hell with it, I'll just do it later. I said, I'll go get the other stuff. And I did that. I forgot to get some gummy vitamins today, too. Which actually, I was looking around for those, but everywhere I was looking, because usually I'm one of those types of people that if I kind of know where something is on the aisle, I'll stand at the end of the aisle and look down it to see if I can see it on the shelves. Which works most of the time, but not all the time. And plus, when there's people down the aisle, I'm like, I don't want to frickin' dodge around people or walk over here and do this or that or the other. So I just said the heck with it. I got everything else besides just those two things. If anything, I may just run by CVS before work or after work tonight and go get my razors and the vitamins. See, look, they're just disappearing. How fucking stupid is that? I'm wondering if I'm even getting any... I don't even think I'm even getting XP for it because it's not showing up down there, which is a load of bullshit. Oh, God. Video games nowadays are just all about money. It's like they're not even about the craft anymore.
Thank you for your dedication. The gods have divined. You have proved your faith in
I mean, obviously it was about money too back then because they're business, but still.
Collect this last rare item and be at ease.
I mean, I can't say that for all of them because there's a lot of them, a lot of really good ones out there. Like there's one that. It is, really? They said this thing was supposed to be at 60 frames a second. It might be the stream, possibly. Oh, it's over there. That looks like it's at on the mountain, though. I don't know. I'll go this way anyways. But, oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. I know, it makes sense, but then again... it's just the way that things are crafted nowadays compared to the way that they were way back when. I just have more fondness of older games than I do of newer ones nowadays, just for the simple fact of how they're created. And I mean, people are like, oh, well, they just cost so money to make games nowadays. I understand that. I get that. But if you have all this money to make it, I'm pretty sure you have the time to be able to fix it how it should be fixed. I mean, for God's sakes. And, I mean, I don't know. You don't have enough inventory space where you could eat my ass. I hate inventory spaces in games. All inventory should be infinite in games like this. Like, to the fullest degree. Like, there is no tomorrow with inventory space. I want to hang on to these because I kind of want to mess around with them some too. Wait. Give it a damage boosty. Just in case. Yeah, exactly. It's not realistic. Circles of Strife. What was this? Oh, it's a scepter. It's a glowing wooden dildo. I'll go back to this again. Wait a second, there's something glowing over there. Well, I think that's probably the other gift or something I was supposed to find. I don't know. I'm probably going to end up waiting for reviews. Fill the amphora. Received amphora. There's the what? How in the hell? What are these? What are those things that are? That's not okay. Well, they're not around here anymore. Yeah. When it comes to me in RPGs, I'm one of those people that likes to attack fast. Basically, end up doing chip damage, as it's called. I'm gonna attack the shit out of you, and I'm gonna run away. I'm gonna attack the shit out of you, and I'm gonna run away. I can't deal with slow weapons either. Heavy slow weapons, yeah, they'll take a lot of damage, but you have to time your attacks, and you gotta know what type of enemy you're contending with. No matter what game it is, like I started out utilizing those in other RPGs in the past years back, but nowadays I'm just like, dude, I can't deal with it anymore. I mean, if I have something that is like medium speed or something, that'll be fine. Like in, like, say, just the one-handed swords or whatever in this. But when it boils down to dealing with large, heavy weaponry, I mean, yeah, they look metal as hell and they look badass, but it's like, dude, I mean, there's some games that have huge weapons like that when you attack like super fast, which, you know, I'm all for with that. Yeah, there is. There's anywhere between like a 10 to 20 second delay. It's always been like that. Actually, I think that's the way that it is across the board with streaming in general, because I've seen it happen on YouTube and on Twitch. So I guess it's just supposed to take a little bit of time to reach the stream, which is strange, because I sit back and laugh at stuff like that, because back in the days of web TV, when you used to get in the chat room and chat, it would immediately show up on there. Even now, you know, with chat services, it'll immediately pop up, but it can't do that for a streaming service. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It's like you have to take that much more time to be able to send a message.
You have watered the Evanroot. Thank you, Fred. Without you, the Evanroot surely would have... And by way of advice, there is a wild variant of Evanroot in these lands. There is a wild variant of the Evanroot. You should be able to harvest them. But since they are wild, they require less water. But after... Good day.
So you're just giving me busy work now to try to extend out this DLC? Well, that'd have been... No, well... I've been dealing with that. Let's see here. Na 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 na. I kind of want to go and do the Legend of Dead Kale stuff. Really, since that's the next DLC, and I'm like level 15, so I'm more than capable of being able to take that on. I think Legend of Dead Kale was the first one to come out before Teeth of Naros, which, I mean, it really wasn't a DLC to really write home about in terms of dealing with uh, story, I suppose. Yeah, I know. I have a tendency to talk about 3 different topics in one sentence sometimes. It's a curse. Well, we took out dude and the magical stone of stuff and rose up out of the dirt. So that's one thing. Okay, so now since I'm just going to transport back down here real quick so I can kind of see if there's anything else on the other map that I would feel like doing. And if not, then I'm just going to go back to the main world and aim to go to the Legend of Dead Kale stuff, I suppose, is what I'll do. Which means I'm probably just going to be running through various... Actually, I don't think I can get to Legend of Dead Kale until like I get to the other side of the world, I think. At least given where the map is. Because where the map of Teeth of Naros is down in the lower left corner, and I had to be down the lower left corner of the main map to get there. So I don't know, I may actually have to wait on that. Unless I just want to run all the way there just to get to it and then just warp back to the other side of the map. Yeah, there's nothing else here that I really care about. I'm just gonna... Oh, yeah, see? Yep, I'm gonna have to... Well, I don't have to go all the way across the map, but I do have to get over to Rathir. And, of course, there is a boss fight over there. I do believe. So, I'm just gonna get to that when I get to that instead. The boss fight with the big old Cyclops with the beam shooting out of its face. I think that's where it was. It's somewhere over here. Because you have to do that fight before you get over to the other side of the continent. I believe is what that was. Because you had to open up the ports to do it. No, I haven't done the arena yet. I don't think that happens until you're down here in Dathir, however you say it. I think it's down around here is where that happens at, somewhere down here. I did on my first playthrough on the PS3. I can't remember much about it though, but it was fun. I know that. I pretty much decimated anything that came in my way. But I think that was like one of the last quests that I had done. Because anytime there's any arena stuff in games like this, it's got to interest me enough to the point to stick with it all the way to the end, or I'm just like, okay, I'm just going to like come back later when I'm like super friggin' powerful. Wait a minute. That's the main one. Let's see. Where is well, I don't... Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, that leads over to here. Oh. Well, great. Okay, then. I guess I'll just run on over there. I'll go to Dyden Hill and then run over there to there, since that's another one. Back into the mainland once again. Shooby-dooby-doo. Everybody cue up the Jeopardy theme. So, I ended up seeing something last night where this pro wrestler named Sami Zayn, he ended up stating that he said, "Hey, he was basically in a nutshell. If I could find the picture of it, I would send it to you."
This tells me that
What the hell?
tavern will be a part of Loch Dyden for decades to come.
It hasn't even loaded.
That the plague would take us all.
I know.
Oh, it's NPCs
That's
talking.
not what fate says anymore.
Damn it, Agar. You're cut off.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Agoth.
And I bet I know whose fault that is. It's your fault that I can't pay my tab, you know?
Oh, screw you, old
I
man.
wasn't ever supposed to come. I've spent the last 20 years knowing what fate had in store. Damn it. I thought I had my life figured out.
Well, that's life. But anyways, he was basically talking about how, in a nutshell, like everybody getting upset at the fact of sports being political, and the fact that if that's the case, then we shouldn't have military celebrations, and we shouldn't sing the national anthem at sporting events or different stuff like that. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I should have went on his Twitter and ended up responding to it, because a few people did. And I should have been like, yeah, Sammy. Yeah, because trying to go and act, I don't know what his real name is. I don't give a shit. He's from fucking Canada, so that Kafuck needs to go back to Canada. Instead of Canuck, I called it Kafuck. You get it? Anyways, I don't know if he's like... I don't know if he's a citizen of the U.S. or he's just working with WWE from Canada. I have no idea. But anyways, it's pretty much something that's kind of happening all over the world as it is, but it pretty much generated here in the U.S. But he ended up saying that, and I was like, yeah, dude, like pretty much going and trying to compare the national anthem to people who are looking at criminals as victims and domestic terrorism that's going on with burn, loot, murder really is a really good comparison. I'm like, you fucking idiot. I'm like, wow, he's an asshole in front of the camera and behind the scenes. Oh, well, you can send it to me in text messages, because YouTube ain't going to censor my text. Fuck you, YouTube.
Not for a fate weaver, it isn't. But that's just the problem. When I was young, I thought beasts the size of trees was celebrated by mortals. The first time I saw my own fate, I realized it was nothing but a curse.
Great, another death?
But it wasn't a hero's death, like I'd always assumed. It was it was terrible. But I knew it was part of... I was at peace with knowing the worst. But what do I do now that there's nothing?
And the thing is, though, is that somebody on a wrestling page on Facebook ended up posting it. And I ended up saying that. I said, wow, Sammy, said you're an asshole in front of the camera and behind the scenes. And, of course, somebody had to go and comment. It's like, you're like a broken needle. You're missing the point. And then somebody else ended up going and saying, well, how is he an asshole? How is this not true? I'm like, oh, my God, you people are fucking lemmings. I've just come to a point now where I don't even argue with the bigots anymore. I don't even do it. I don't even say anything anymore. I say what I'm going to say and I leave it as it is, because I don't have the time and energy to argue with these thick-headed Neanderthals with their little pea-sized brains. You do not have enough space to hold items. Well, you can suck my ass.
Just realize that we Fate Weavers have law. Not everyone would trust your intentions. Or your... I can't help you with that. But maybe this will help lessen the other dangers you face. Take it with my... Why, I once tracked a Yeth of Avgrun on a moonless night by smell alone.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, yeah, it'll censor out the word retard or retarded or whatever.
That's how they found you so weak. I have a plan, but it'll take the both of us.
Oh look, I said it on YouTube. Oh, I wasn't censored. Oh well. Yeah, exactly. Usually I kind of feel like just saying something and leaving it up as it is gives someone to think about. or something for them to read and get pissed off at, and you just don't give a shit, and you just leave it as it is. It's like, yeah, this is going to stay up here unless the person who made the post decides to take it off, so suck it.
These soldiers were sent out with one purpose. Finding you and making... They're using something big to track you. They call it the Eyes of Tirna. Smash it. The main entrance is heavily...
Smash it.
Require a strong attack.
Smashing.
The other route is trapped. It'll need a subtle approach. I don't have an answer for that. I can't imagine what about you made Gadflow send his troops across the continent.
I'll sneak in the back. That's what she said. Wait a minute.
Good, good. I'll charge in the front and get them.
Alright, man. Appreciate you coming in the stream. I'll holler at you later. I'm probably going to go ahead and get off of here anyways, so I can watch a little something before I have to head into work in a couple hours or so. Maybe like 30 minutes or so. Adios. Tell Scores I said howdy, and I hope his foot gets better. Or fast, speedy recovery on it, I should say. Peace. Yeah. Oh God, it smells like fart in here now. It smells like corn. Dinky, 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 dinky.